Ben, Thursday night training, coming off the back of a disappointing result Tuesday, but looking ahead to Saturday, Bognor, who like us came down, had a difficult start. Where are we kind of fitness-wise, team news?
There's a lot to talk about from Tuesday, just in regards to fitness, suspensions and things like that. Obviously, most of the suspensions don't kick in till the Hendon game, so we're all right till then. I think you can see with the changes that we made on Tuesday, people are returning. The likes of Jardel, Flo, Sean, we're all kind of getting themselves back amongst it. So I think in terms of fitness-wise, we're in a healthy position. Unfortunately, only Tarjay has come out of that Tuesday game with something that we need to be worried about. He's being assessed tonight, and we'll see the extent to that, which is unfortunate because he's been brilliant since he's come in terms of his attitude, and he hasn't had his full chance, and Tuesday was it. But listen, we'll be there to get him back fit and back on a pitch. Suspension wise, in regards to Tuesday, listen, we kind of have to just put that behind us. I think it was very hard to criticise Josh just because of how good he's been for us. Moment of madness, it's always going to happen at this level of football, and we have to deal with that when it comes to it in terms of the Hendon game. But our focus is going to be keeping our little winning run in regards to the league, and at home going. That's the most important thing.
So obviously, a long unbeaten run going into Tuesday. We've lost that now. In some ways, is it quite a good reality check having that defeat, and then you get to see how the boys respond to like a bit of a test? Yeah,
I would say so. I said in the team talk after the game, it's the sign of a good side of how you bounce back from that. And I think not just so much the result, I think bouncing back from the performance of the second half, because we literally capitulated like massively, and that's sometimes listen, you lose the game 2-1, 3-1, whatever it is, and just accept that they were the better side. You would more likely say that first half we were by far the better side, and then in the second half, any team at any level getting their goalkeeper sent off, which results in a penalty, is always going to struggle. So it will just be how we react to that second half performance going into Saturday. But listen, we're still in a good place. I think the boys are still buzzing from last Saturday's result. And I was looking round, and just in the last couple of days in the changing room tonight, you can see that their full focus is Saturday, and they want to put to bed what happened on Tuesday, and get themselves back on track in terms of this week.
In terms of just looking ahead a little bit further to Hendon, obviously we've got QPR in the Middlesex Cup next week, but Hendon in the league, I think there's 3 missing through suspension. Is that a case of now the squad begins to come into play, the fact that we've got this stronger squad than we had at the start of the season? We don't need to necessarily look outside to bring players in? Or?
No, listen, I don't think we're panicking in terms of looking outside, because like you say, it is one game. You don't want to just upset the apple cart straight away over one game. I think we've been quite fortunate where we've had a group that's ours. I think if you've looked across since the start of the season, we've had one player on a dual reg, in Zach Joseph, and that's quite rare at this level. We've had no loans and one dual reg. So listen, we've had Brad at the start, but at the moment we've got one dual reg player. So we're quite fortunate in that respect, where we've got a squad that we can rely on, and it's almost come at a good time where players are returning from their injuries. So I think the only change in terms of our squad, you might see one come in, hopefully, that we're working on. And Frankie will step up on Wednesday and Saturday in goal for us. So we're quite blessed that we've got a good second choice goalkeeper this year. I think that was one of my aims in the summer, just because of what I inherited last year in that position was nothing, because Luke got called back. Then we had loans and loans and loans, and it was just it was carnage. So we wanted to make sure that we got ourselves a good goalkeeper and a strong second choice, and there's been no issues about getting Frankie straight in without Josh. So that's what we look forward to, and that's what we're doing.
Fantastic.
We're good.
Enjoy the session, mate.
Thank you.